The C-SPAN Cities Tour is in Selma this week, producing programming about the city's history and literary scene for our C-SPAN Book TV on C-SPAN 2 and our American History TV on C-SPAN 3.
So when do you think this is going to air?
Everything that we shoot while we're here in Selma is going to air on a special weekend of programming devoted to the city, May 19th and 20th, and then will be also on a webpage, cspan.org/cities tour, where it will be archived indefinitely.
And so what prompted you to choose Selma? How did that come about?
Yeah, so a lot of things go into choosing a city as part of our C-SPAN Cities Tour. Our Cities Tour is an ongoing initiative that we've had since 2011. It's our way of getting outside of DC where we're based. 3 producers travel the country, embed themselves in a city for a week at a time, and produce programming, like I said, that highlights that city's history and literary scene. So as we choose cities, there are a few things that go into that decision. Number 1, logistics. We drive around the country in what we call our local content vehicles. They're these big vans with C-SPAN on the side, you can't miss them. And so we have to be able to get from one place to the other. Number 2, we look for the opportunity to work with our cable partners, such as Charter Spectrum here in Selma. So when we were trying to figure out where to go in 2018, they suggested, hey, you should come on down to Selma. There's a lot of stories to tell here. And then last but definitely not least, we do look for cities that have those great stories to tell. And Selma, of course, as we all know, has plenty of stories to tell, especially when it comes to American history. And so, I mean, you learn about what happened in Selma growing up in your history classes, and then you see the movie Selma, but to be here in your community and to be here where it happened is a whole other story entirely. And to speak with people who lived through this important part of American history, and for people to be willing to share those stories with us, I mean, it is just an honor and a privilege to be here.
So how's it going so far? What do you think?
Oh my goodness, it's been great. Like I said, to tell the stories that happened in Selma, I mean, we all know how important that the Voters' Rights March was, but it takes on a new gravity to be able to be here and to see the Edmund Pettus Bridge. I'm going to actually go walk across the Edmund Pettus Bridge after this, and so to be where such important events in American history happened is just kind of almost overwhelming, and then to have people be so friendly and welcoming on top of that. So to be in this important place, and then to be in a place where literally everyone has been friendly, which has been great. I went in the local coffee shop earlier today and just chatted up a storm with some folks, you know, or you just walk down the street and people see the C-SPAN vans and they're curious and they're welcoming. We couldn't ask for better, actually.
Now, I know you mentioned the civil rights history. Did you look at the Civil War history?
Yeah,
you know, and how that relates? What did you think?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're going to be covering, our American History TV producer, Adrienne McGibbon, she's going to be doing a story about Selma's role in the Civil War, and she's going to be working with the Douglas County History Museum to do that story later this week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And did you have a method that you used to get local stories? Did you contact people before you got here, or how's that going?
You know, doing prep work for going to any city is like this great human treasure hunt. Sometimes you call one person and they lead you to another person and lead you to another person, especially in a town like Selma, where it's a small city, everybody knows each other. And so some folks have been really helpful. Of course, our partners at Charter Spectrum, especially Robert Smith, or Smitty as he's known, has been a great resource for us. Sabrina Simmons here at the mayor's office was incredibly helpful. And then Cheryl at the Selma Douglas County Chamber of Commerce, we reached out to them, we cold called them, and they just really rose to the occasion, gave us lists of places to go and people to interview, and it's been incredibly helpful.
Anything you'd like for our listeners and viewers to know about C-SPAN and what this project is about?
Yeah, and so again, we're happy to be here. We hope you tune in on May 19th and 20th on C-SPAN 2 and C-SPAN 3 for our Selma programming, and we hope that you appreciate and like how we represent your city.
Okay, well, thank you so much. That's wonderful.